Now, it is that time of year, as we said earlier, release season.
Silly season.
Some fantastic ones from Mizuno, obviously, ambassador for them, so you can call me biased, but I think that S3 iron that has come out is possibly the best looking iron they've released in 10, 50. The only other one that I think would parallel it is the copper MP line.
Yeah, they were nice.
But that S3 is just pure filth, and there's
And they've released a lot of good looking irons.
yeah, there's something coming. Well, today I think go and watch today the channel today. There's something very impressive on there today. But other than that, driver season is generally the time in January we see all the new drivers hit the market. Now we've had Cobra come out a little bit before.
Yep.
That was December time. The DS Adapt. We've had Titleist. They're sort of off on their releases.
Yeah,
they
they
go
were a while ago.
Yeah, they were September, I think. They don't go and like flow with everyone else. It does feel like as well it's a little bit more different this year. It felt like last year it was January the 2nd. A bomb of drivers just hit YouTube and the socials. But we've now seen that we've got Callaway Elite, we've got the TaylorMade QI35, Titleist GT3, Mizuno have got the ST Max out. There's a lot of stuff out there. First question, does it excite you anymore?
Nope.
Does it not?
No, it doesn't with me.
No.
I've never been the
You've
sort
never
of
been a big
equipment junkie.
gearhead,
Anyway.
though,
Years ago, when I was younger, I was. It used to excite me a lot more. I think working within golf for as long as I have, as much as I have, I'm well on the coaching side of things, the playing side of things. I don't, as you know, tinker with equipment a huge amount. Even if I had
It's because you're tight.
even when I got the options to sort of go, I just don't get. Wedges get changed a lot because they need to.
How can you wear out the leading edge on a wedge?
Just the toes, battered toes, just scraped, and the sole,
The heel is absolutely
the
peppered.
sole's in bits from all the car pats I play off. So the wedges get changed the most regular.
Fisher Price wedges.
But Kirkland. But no, I think they seem to just come a little bit too regularly. And then when one does really excite me, it really excites me. So it's more like I go find them. I'm like, yeah. Last year, the AI Smoke really liked it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, this driver's excited me. So when one does, then yes, it does. But I think there's just that many that are constantly coming and going and coming and going. I never quite get fully invested in them. I don't run to the shop to try them out.
No.
Don't run there to say, let me try all of them and see what they all feel like.
Yeah, I'm sort of similar. Obviously, it's a little bit different for us now, taking tech reviews away from the channel because we've signed that deal with Mizuno. I don't feel like we should be doing them because we're not impartial anymore. But even then, like, I'm interested to see, okay, what's come out. You know, it's part of the job, and I've always liked golf clubs anyway. I think, you know, like, new clubs are cool, and I like the shiny ones and looking what's going on, and like I say, it interests me. But I'm a little bit like you say, I think you hit the nail on the head there. There's so many each year, isn't there? Like, okay, this is what's new, this is what's new, this is what's new, and it's generally just like, let's use TaylorMade for instance, Stealth 1, Stealth 2, QI10, QI35 now. And it's like, okay, right, so it's just it's an updated version, and a lot of companies do it. I like the sort of 2-year cycle. I think that's brilliant for
Yeah, and what I was just about to say as well, I
peaking
think
interest.
when the new generation of something comes out, that's always the more interesting year. The QI35 is QI10 Mark II.
Yeah.
I've seen the QI10, so this isn't going to be a huge amount different. The dark speed as it is now doesn't look a huge amount different. They've got 5 million different settings on the hosel. Other than that, 5 million I heard. Other than that, it looks very similar. So nothing makes you go, oh wow, this is different.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like when TaylorMade released Stealth. Obviously, it was just a red face, and it was carbon, and clubs have been made of carbon before. Callaway's C4 had a carbon face.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Mizuno were actually the first people to use carbon, did you know, in drivers. And I think it was around sort of like the 19...
Late. I was going to say it will have been
1945.
Oh, wouldn't have said that early.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that. But yeah, so like when Stealth came out and that red face, it was like, oh my god, like look at that, what is this?
Yeah.
But like then like you say Stealth 2, okay, what is it? We've
This
already
is Stealth 2. This is the one that doesn't fall apart.
yeah, so it was like it was interesting, like you say of what's coming. But I do think 2 years is
The 2-year cycles are good.
probably a little bit better. Have any sort of piqued your interest then this year? Is there one that you've looked at and gone, okay?
No, I don't think the Callaway looks as good as last year's Callaways did. You know, the bottom of the Callaway looks like the Callaway Edge package set, doesn't it?
Oh, that's what. Yeah.
It's a bit of a. On top, it looks pretty nice looking
Yeah.
down on it, which is obviously what matters. But looking at the bottom of the club, it looks like the cheap Callaway Edge, and it was very disappointing. It's gone to that sort of white and green paint. Looks like sort of enamel paint that you use in nursery.
Yeah.
I was a bit gutted by it. I was
didn't-
really gutted by it.
I didn't mind the looks of it, to be honest with you.
No, Callaway Edge.
Yeah, I thought it was not too bad. Dark Speed, I thought DS Adapt looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
For me, I think the QI 35 has probably been the one that. Do you know why that is? Because it looks like Batman. It's
Fair
like Batman's driver. That sweet.
And Titleist, as always, just doing Titleist things.
Yeah.
It just looks. There's so much more technology underneath that you can't see. Whereas all of the other brands make it look like they've put a load of R&D in.
Yeah.
Titleist just say, no, we are Titleist. We are making plain looking drivers. But that's a good driver as well.
Have Ping released anything new?
Not yet, I don't think. I looked, well, unless it's been in the last 36 hours.
I feel like I saw a blue driver.
They might have a G435 25k max.
Oh no.
No, nothing.
No. Interesting.
No, nothing from them yet. But I feel like they released 1 or 2 extra generations in a short amount of time. So no, nothing from them.
Interesting. Right. I thought they would have. So, okay. Right. Interesting.
But yeah, all of them will be hitting the shop for custom fit, won't they, over the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
about
around
2 weeks' time. What are we now? 9th of Jan. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks' time. We've actually got a video going out around about that time as well about drivers and like if you are looking to buy one of these new ones, maybe hold off. Maybe, you know, if you want to go and buy one because it's like shiny, cool and looks great, which a lot of them do, and your budget affords you to do that, go for it. But there's a little bit of information in that video that you could, you know, lend to your new driver or your current driver, sorry, and still see that you actually get the most out of that driver and maybe save yourself a few quid as well. But there is nothing better than buying new golf clubs. I think when you get a new golf club, it's like taking the wrapper off it and then you get it in your hands for the first time. It's
Sunny
shiny
day.
and you're like, oh, this is just class.
First swing you make, right out the middle.
Yeah. What?
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Or a Sky.
No, don't talk about Sky and new golf clubs. No.
That would be absolutely joyous.
If anyone Sky's their new golf club this January, my condolences.
Which
I'm terribly sorry.
Just to finish then, on the new driver releases, over the past, let's say, 5 years, if your mind, can your mind stretch that far back?
I can just about get there if I think really hard. You had hair? No, you didn't have hair. No.
Oh God, no, it was a long time ago.
No, I'll get back 5 years, I think.
Which has been your favourite release?
5 years. Just so I know how far to go back, let me just see what was 5 years ago.
Or do three then.
Because I might just end up going back 7 years, or even with 3, I might end up going back 5. Let me see what. Okay, so it was the Maverick, Callaway Maverick year,
2s.
and Sim
Yeah.
TSI year.
Yeah. Which ping was it? Was it the
410.
Okay.
No, 410 and 425, same year.
Potentially.
So Cobra's Speed Zone come out that year. Wilson D7.
Great driver.
Just a Strixon driver. Doesn't say a name.
That would have been the ZX.
ZX5
5.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. This.
Over the last 5 years, so it can be current this year to then.
I'm going to stick with my current baby.
Your
It's the Callaway AI Smoke.
Is it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
I do love it, so I don't want to like betray it and then start playing badly.
Why is it listening? Is it out there listening?
Golf clubs know what's going on.
Yeah.
You tell your driver you're going to get a new driver because it's not behaving. It'll start behaving.
Start piping.
So,
it. Yeah.
golf
Clutter,
club-
you're out.
Golf clubs listen.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
think-
You
tell
should
them-
know that.
You should just tell them that you're thinking of changing them all. Then.
You should do that. No, they get wise as well. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Golf clubs also have brains. They get wise to just go and, oh, you're playing tricks on me now.
Yeah.
And then they start performing badly on
Yeah.
purpose. And what
now,
they do,
Now I'm going to show you what I'm really capable of.
yeah, is they play really well for 16 holes and then absolutely shaft you for the back 2. They know how to play games.
Brilliant.
AI smoke.
AI.
What's yours?
I'm going to go.
Your G430, I reckon you're going.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I could almost go and put the correct shaft in for you
yeah.
in that G430, and that's the one you'd pick as well because I know the timing of the driver where you were just smashing it.
Okay. What shaft?
It was the yellow.
Yeah.
What was the actual shaft?
It was the Fuji Ventus.
It was the Ventus.
Yeah, TR. That was a TR blue in there.
When you put that shaft in that driver, we played together for whatever reason. We played together quite a bit in that period, and you ripped that thing.
Yeah.
I remember hitting one down 14. No, not 14. 11. What's the one where you play away from the halfway house at Warrington? Is it 11?
Yeah.
Remember hitting one down there, draw over that tree down the right, and it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I've never seen you hit a driver the same way you hit that one.
Yeah.
It was also a little bit wild at times.
There was some wild shots in there
Because
with
I
it.
think the next time we went and played, I watched you hit shots 30 degrees right
Yeah.
in a straight push line.
I would say that was probably my golf swing, not the driver.
Matt, come on. It's never the golfer's fault.
Yeah.
Always the club's.
Indeed he does.